I had the whole things planned. The land, the house. I knew the size, the trees. I knew which ones and where. I knew what I'd grow, what I'd eat, what I'd sell. I was 2 months deep into a plan to buy agricultural land and retire onto it. And then one video, just one YouTube video made me question everything I thought I wanted. This is that story. Hi, I'm Kritika and this channel is my diary where I'm documenting everything I'm learning about money, freedom and building a life that actually feels intentional. So when I first got into fire, I didn't just skim it. I went deep. How people actually retire early, before and after, what worked, what people actually wished they'd known. And somewhere in that research, I found a plan. Buy agricultural land, loan against it, easy to get for farmland, build a small house on part of it, grow my own food, different varieties, organic, enough to eat, enough to sell if there was extra. Slow life, self-sufficient, peaceful. But here's the thing. I didn't just dream about this. I planned it. Down the size of the house, which trees would I grow, what I'd need first, what could wait. I watched video after video. People who'd actually done it. Left the city, bought land, grew their own food, built a slow life. It looked real. It looked done before by people who seemed happy. So I started looking actual land, actual listing. This wasn't a someday idea anymore. And here's the mistake. I never once stopped to ask if this was actually what I wanted. I just kept building the picture. 2 months of my life, not one honest question in it. Then I watched one more video, and that was very different. Someone said it plainly. Why do you want to retire onto farmland? Our last generation just left this. They moved to cities, build their lives, their other work. But do you want freedom or do you want another responsibility? Can you actually keep up with that every day alone for years? And that question didn't leave me alone. When I actually sit with it, honestly, I didn't want more obligations. I wanted freedom. That was the whole point of fire for me in the first place. And somehow, without noticing, I'd built a plan that gave me exact opposite. So here's the funny part. I'd imagined it so hard, I was already living there. In my head, every time I passed farmland after that, I'd paint the same picture without meaning to. Peace, mornings, trees I'd planted with my own hands. I wasn't planning a life anymore, I was replaying a fantasy. Then I got the real version. A trip to Coorg. The property I stayed at, almost exactly the same house I'd been imagining. Same setting, same silence, same everything. I stayed 3 days. And within 3 days, I knew I couldn't live like this. No one around except the property owner. Nothing. Nothing within 5 kilometers. It was peaceful. Yes, until it got dark. And then mosquitoes, animals. Every single detail my imagination had quietly left out the picture. Turns out fantasy doesn't include insects. So here is where the plan sits today. Not dead, not thrown away. Just different from how I first drew it. Because somewhere in these 2 months, I learned something I didn't expect to learn. I thought I was planning a life. What I was actually doing was planning a version of myself. The one I was at that moment. With the information I had at that moment. And that version has already changed. Plans aren't supposed to stay the way you first drew them. The land, the house, the trees. That plan taught me something the plan itself couldn't have predicted. That I value freedom over obligation. That peace on paper isn't the same as peace at 9 a.m. with no one around for 5 kilometers. Maybe the plan comes back one day, older and wiser, in a shape I can't fully see yet. Maybe it doesn't. Either way, it did its job. It moved me one version closer to knowing myself. So, if a plan of yours has changed shape too, that's not failure. That's just what a plan is supposed to do over the time. This is Kritika, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.